Hi everyone, welcome back to bigocenter.com. Now we are talking about manufacturing processes on composite. A composite material have succeeded remarkably in their relatively short history, but for continued growth, especially in structural uses, certain obstacles must be overcome. A major of a major one is the tendency of the designer to rely on traditional materials such as steel and aluminum unless composite can be produced at lower cost. Cost concerns have led to several changes in the composite industry. There is a general movement toward the use of less expensive fibers. For example, graphite and aramid fibers have largely supplanted the more costly boron in advanced fiber composite. As important as saving on the material may be, the real key to cutting composite costs lies in the area of processing. The processing of fiber reinforced laminate can be divided into two main steps. First is layup, and the second one is curing. Layup basically is the process of arranging fiber reinforced layer in a laminate and shaping the laminate to make the part desired. The term layup is also used to refer to the laminate itself before curing. Unless prepregs are used, layup includes the actual creation of laminate by applying resins to fiber reinforcement. The second one is curing. Curing is the drying and hardening of the resin matrix of the finished composite. This may be done unaided or by applying heat and or pressure. Laminate layup operation fall into the three main groups. One is weighting and laying operation. Two is molding operation, and the last one is continuous lamination. We talk about weighting operation. The weighting operation is the most important operation in this category. Is filament winding. Fibers are passed through liquid resin and wound onto a mandrel. After layup is completed, the composite is cured on the mandrel. The mandrel is then removed by melting, dissolving, freaking out, or some other method. And then the next operation is molding operation. Molding operations are used in making a large number of common composite products. There are two types of processes. The first one is open mold. Open mold has a many way or method. The first hand layup, spray up, vacuum bag molding, pressure bag molding, thermal expansion molding, autoclave molding, and centrifugal casting, continuous pultrusion and pull forming. Okay, and we tear down the open mold molding operation. Okay, and first is hand layup. A hand layup called contact molding is the oldest. This is the oldest and simplest way of making fiberglass resin composite. The application of this method are in wind turbine blade, boat, and another. And the second is spray up. In spray up process, chopped fiber and resin are sprayed simultaneously into or onto the mold. Application are lightly loaded structural panels like caravan bodies, truck firings, bathtub, and small boats, and another thing. Uh, the third is vacuum bag molding. The vacuum bag molding is a process was developed for making a variety of components, including a relatively large part with complex shape. It's more complex shape. The application of this method is our large creasing boat, race car components, and another like a tube like that. And the four method or technique are pressure bag molding. Pressure bag process is virtually a mirror image of vacuum bag molding. Like, yeah, it's look like a vacuum bag molding, but we using this pressure to mold the shape or that composite. The application is like sonar domes, antenna housing, aircraft fairing, and so another. The five methods are thermal expansion molding. In thermal expansion molding process, prepreg layer are wrapped around rubber blocks and then placed in a metal mold. As the entire assemble is heated, the rubber expands more than the metal, putting pressure on the laminate. Complex shape can be made, reducing the need for letter joining and fastening operation. And the next method are autoclave molding. Autoclave molding is similar to both vacuum bag and pressure bag molding, but it's more modern. It's usually applied on fighter aircraft like a motor sport vehicle or another, because it's faster and lighter. And there are centrifugal casting. I don't know about more, but centrifugal casting is used to form round objects such as pipes. And the next method are continuous pultrusion and pulverming. Continuous pultrusion is the composite counterpart of metal extrusion. Complex part can be made with this method. And pulverming is similar to pultrusions in many ways. However, pultrusion is capable only of making straight products that have the same volume all along their length. Pulvermed products, on the other hand, can be either straight or curved with changing shape and volumes. A typical pulvermed product is curved reinforced plastic car spring. Okay, let's talk with close molding. It's different with open molding. This is the second method of the second operation or method. It's a close molding. The first one is match die molding. It's as the name suggests, that a match die mold consists of closely matched male and female dies. It's look like that USB port, that's there are a female or male.